right, let's get this out of here. Where is my button? All right, buddy, it's Micah. I'm here, but tonight I've actually got Duncan sitting in his house. He's offered to do some post-match commentary. So the hope here is we're going to rebroadcast the match now. Let Duncan do all the commentary. I can do all the tech and have all the fun with that. Jim Nestor came to beat me up in Millis today, and I'm going to let it happen. Duncan, your mic is live, so by all means, whenever you're ready.
Thanks, Micah. Appreciate it. We are live but not
One of the
live
best.
here in Millis, Massachusetts. At my house
Mr.
in
Jim
Plainville,
Nestor balling
I-
against lowly little me here, week 11.
We're gonna let Micah talk about that real quick.
I think it's about
That's all
Take me
good.
down.
So we have Jim Nestor here. He's leading his division, Division 2 in the ACST-B South against Micah Imparato, who is second in his division and my division. Been on an absolute tear recently. Nestor's going to start out with an awesome 1-2 pocket hit. He's going to leave the 5-pin up, piece of wood in front. It's looking pretty good. Both these guys are awesome bowlers, great people. It should be a really fun match. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm going to be reacting live to all of these awesome shots as I spoke that into existence, even though it already happened, I feel like. Nestor tried to spin that wood, and it just went right around the 5-pin. And he's going to clean the deck, except for the pin left standing, for a 9-box to start. For those who are new to this is ACST bowling. There are 14 points to be had every match. There are 5 strings, 2 points apiece for the string, 1 point apiece for a tie, and then there are 4 points given for total at the end. Nestor is going to go right at the head pin and punch it through for a clipped eagle. The 7-pin is down, the rest of the eagle is up. And he's going to send that off the sidewall, make a good bit at it. And let's see if he can clean it up here. So this is Micah as the home bowler. We're at Millis, Massachusetts. Earlier today, it looks like, on lanes 21 and 22, the PDP Crawford 227 lanes, where he threw 6 bombs in a row. I was lucky enough to be there for that. It was remarkable. Nestor had a 9-box there, and he's going to hammer the pocket and not be rewarded. He has the 5-7, but he's got some really interesting wood in front.
I think you're aiming at the wood.
You have to, right?
Where are you playing it?
I almost go with the 5-pin and try and clip the top piece. Oh, he's going to send it off the wall. That's right about where I wanted it. I think he was a little bit on the cap, if I'm not mistaken, but that's a great shot. Yep, that's exactly where he was. Absolutely. Using those active Millis sidewalls to his advantage to pick up a spare. 28 in the ball through 3. And he's going to fill it in the 1-2 pocket, drop 9. It's going to be a 37 through 3 for Jim Nestor, as he has found 4 head pins so far. 2 splits, but he made one of them pretty. Of course, he missed his last duck. He's all over this one. 2 in a row for Jim Nestor. Yeah, Micah's going to clip all the spares and strikes, even the freebies like that one right there. Absolute duck with that piece.
You still got to hit the duck.
It's still, yep. No quack in your face if you don't. Nestor, first ball off the head pin, but those, oh man, those Millis pins, they are not very sharp, are they? That 2-pin keeled over somehow for a 6 fail. He's got the 1 and then the 4, 7, 8 triangle. A lot of wood on the deck, so if he hits either side of this 1-pin, just like that, oh my goodness. 7-pin, defiant, left standing. So Nestor's going to have an open box, but he's still going to have a 60-plus half here. And 62 it is as he goes wide. And that's a great half for him. Nestor's coming in here. I think what was it, Micah? 113 average? 113, 114? Somewhere in that range? Yep. Pulls out of he started bowling out of bogey, but I think he's moved mostly over to rollaway lanes over in Ware. I haven't had the pleasure of bowling there yet, but we're actually doing our match, I believe, next week. So I can't wait to try that out. Looks like a fun spot. Bogey is a little bit of a harder house, but also a great time, nonetheless. Micah is going to start out, drop 8. That 5-pin looked like it was going to go and did not. This is a great starting ball right there in that 1-3 pocket. Micah, do you prefer to be in the 1-3 or the 1-2?
You know, honestly, I don't necessarily have a preference, but I actually do aim for the 1-2.
You aim for the 1-2, okay. Yeah, I think most bowlers, most lefty bowlers go for that 1-2 pocket. Most righties go for the 1-3. I've started going for the 1-3 recently because I've thrown a ball a little bit more from the starting out on the left of the head pin recently. But I'm still tinkering with it. I'm new to the game still in terms of how long all of you guys have been bowling, so we're still working on it. Micah's got a 2-pinner right here, 5-8. And he's going to blow it up right out of the hands. Great start for the spare. Yeah, look at this. Just right out of the hands. Absolutely pure. Buries it. That would have been a strike ball right there. And here comes the fill. It's going to be, ooh, that's $5. I believe.
It gets sent
So
to
you
home.
give it $1 then? Okay.
Yeah, that's a $5 on the fill, but that's $11 to start. Still up 2 in the box.
That's 11 drop.
And he's gonna try and throw a strike ball at it, and oh, 3 pins not gonna go. Neither is the 7. Candy Can naturally is left up. Except the camera's having trouble. Those cameras are notorious up there. And Micah's going to use the wood, pick up the pin, and be 20 through 2. So Micah's thrown 4 good balls thus far, and 1 that got away a little bit, but let's see if he can stretch out and get back into it. Oh, that's going to drift off a little bit, not quite catch, and half Worcester. Now, knowing Micah, he's probably going to try and go whole side here and pick up the spare. It's the easiest way to do so. And he does try and go whole side and goes through the hole. That's familiar to me. I had a 2-box against Kyle Hetty in my 5th string to start off. It was brutal. Jeff LaPierre actually just had a 2-box to start his money match that Bob Lee and Justin Scally streamed earlier today. Micah's going to throw a great ball, and he's not going to like it. That's a 5-box as he leaves up a very rude leave. Absolutely demolished the head pin. Took out the 1, the 3, and the 9. I did that on Wednesday. It wasn't fun. Never is. All right, Micah's going to try and get back on it. He's going to do so in spectacular fashion. Drop 9. That 5-pin's wiggling hard, but it will not fall. But he's got a guide of a piece very nicely set for him. If he's anywhere on the pin or on the left of it. Oh, that might be a little too left. No, it's all wired. A perfect miss for Micah as he picks up a spare. Can't imagine you were playing it that way, were you?
Absolutely not. Full drop, full drop.
You know what? When the wood's that wired, though, it's you want to be either on either side of the red line. You just don't want to shoot it back. So that's Micah's second mark. Let's see if he can fill this one a little bit better. I'm sure he will, but then again, you never know with Candlepin bowling, do you? Micah's beginning of his 5th box of the string. He's going to drop 8 off the head pin. He's got the 1-7 to look at. That 7 has been a candy cane 3 times now, I think. I don't know what's happening down there, but there's some wood on the deck. It seems to be too far back to really work, though. He's going to have to make this clean. Oh, never! I stand corrected. Micah plows it, and that wood drifts over and takes the 7 anyways. Look at this shot. As Micah gets his third spare. Yeah, that he plowed it back, hit the cap, and the wood spun over for it. So at the half, Micah is going to be up a pin and have no, you're not going to be up a pin. You're going to be down 9, but you have a fill ball. Yep, you do have a fill though. So a 9 or a 10 would put you in a tie. Nestor's going to move over to 21 and finish out his first string. And start with a half Worcester. That's how all good halves start. Nestor rocking the interesting camo pants, and he's going to say anything you can do, I can do better, and go through the hole, just like Micah did on his half Worcester. Let's see if he can throw a slightly better out ball.
Much of a worse one.
Oh, that's not what he wanted right there. That's a tough 3-box for Jim right there, as he's going to take out a lemon drop. Doesn't count because it wasn't the first ball, but it's not fun nonetheless, as he's going to be 65 through 6. Giving Micah a little bit of daylight, but 4 boxes left. Let's see if he can get right back up. Isn't that the way? You throw a crap box like that, and you just get right back on the headpin, demolish the pocket. Nestor drops 9. 4 pin left standing here. And all over it. Nice spare, Jim Nestor.
He's just got set this great, quick, deliberate approach.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine-tuned that for many, many years. Jim Nestor has been on many Worlds teams, many big tournaments. I don't know if he ever did any of the old TV roll-offs or anything, but he's been around the game for a while. Outstanding bowler. Does a lot of duck pin as well, I believe. Back in the pocket, he's going to have an ugly leave here. It's the 7, 9, 10, but there is some really generous wood in the middle. He's got all 3 pins covered and a piece angled in the middle. He's probably going to play the red line in the middle. That's exactly where he's going. And it's going to somehow, some way, hit the 9 pin twice and not fall. Because this is a stupid game.
He found the last healthy square pin.
Seriously, that's... Oh, my God. Oh, there it goes. Just the way he drew it up as he clips it 4 times with the wood, and the last one happened to take it for a 10 box. So with that 7 fill and 10 box, Jim Nestor finds himself at 92 through 8. 12 over par, as Bob would say. And he's going to be a little heavy on the pocket, but here at Millis, that can work for you, as he's going to drop 9 anyways. 7 pin left standing. There's wood on the deck, but it's all hanging out over there, and you don't want to go over there. You want to go right at this pin. Jim's going to do so and drill it for a spare. Jim making all of his 9 drops count after that first gaff in the first box thus far. Just all over it. Never in doubt. And he has 3 more balls here, no matter what they are. And this one counts double, as he's going to drift off over into the wrong pocket and only pick up 3 on the fill. Puts him at 105 through 9. He is not happy. Not many bowlers would be. So, knowing Jim, though, he can come back, throw a hammer right here. He's going to put a bit on it, and it's just a hair heavy and still pick it up. Wow, what a shot from Nestor. Look at this 7 pins fall. 2 pin last to fall, just like he drew it up. Yeah, it was nice and heavy, but it came off the wall just beautifully. Slid right over and took it out. Objects matter, people. Let's see if he can fill this one. He's 115. He's going for a 120 game. He's going to get an 8 fill for a 123. Good start from Jim Nestor. He found 7 head pins and 3 splits. A lot of 9 drops, made almost all of them. 123, that'll do it. Micah's going to need 70 pins here, but he's got 5 boxes and an extra ball to make that happen, so. Let's see, as Jim is astounded at the way that Millis works compared to Bogey, I'm sure. Maybe not rollaway. I've heard rollaway's a little quicker as well, but it's fun bowling here, especially on Wednesdays. We have a very intense speed league on Wednesdays. It's a great time. All right, Micah's fill ball is going to be a Caleri as the 9-pin wiggles and will not fall. It's a 5 fill, 58. It's 65 pins this half now. And see if he can run the horseman and have that wood help him carry. Oh, he's going to shoot it in the face and take the 1 and the 9 and leave the 3-pinner. It's the object he wanted. It's not the way he wanted to hit it. And he'll take a 9-box to start his half, putting him at 67. He is up 2 pins, as you can see in the blue in the middle, but he needs 56 more in these 4 boxes as Jim put 3 marks together. Micah's going to need technically 2, but 3 would make this comfy. Oh, that's a strike. Good night. Absolutely. That was an absolute hammer. Let's see, he just drills the 1-3 pocket. That 5-pin was technically the last one up, but it was already over. It was that thing was leaning tower right there. 77 and 2 balls here. As Micah's going to line it up. Same pocket, double strike. Oh man, that was even more of a hammer. Look at that one. Good God. And bow. Look at them fall. I think the 9-pin was the last one to go there, but hard to say. They all went in a hurry. Well, that's certainly going to help Micah's case right there, as the lanes can't believe it either. So it's going to take a while to reset. But Micah's at 97. He's at 87 through 7, 97 through 8 thus far. He's got one more ball in the 7th. Let's see if he can throw a triple. The kick is not where he wanted it. It looks like he may have stuck a little bit. Did you stick a little there, Micah, or did you just let it go wrong?
I was just sloppy and off balance. And you're absolutely right, DJ. It's an easy game once in a while.
That's correct. Oh, man, that's a 5, so a 25 box. And he's going to attack on 3 more, so an 8 fill on his 2nd strike. Puts him at 110, and he's at 118 so far, so he's most likely going to take this string, barring catastrophe. But Micah's not going to let that happen. He's going to have a tough 8-box, but as I said, 6-box wins, 5-box ties here, so.
You know, it's amazing when you are at that point, you're like, just keep it on the lane.
That's correct. Yeah, you need 6 pins. You just say it doesn't need to be good. It just needs to be there. And Micah puts it. Uh-oh, that's not what you want right there. You want to put that hole there. So he goes half Worcester. 2 down, 4 to go to take the match. Now I think knowing how many pins you want, you almost play a safety shot here. He's not going to play a safety shot. He's going to go for the spare anyways, and he makes a great bid on it. He's going to drop 8 total. It's going to take the string. But he will not get the spare. The 5 and the 10 stand defiant. And that wood is not going to carry over. He's going to get a 9 for a 127 and a good 2 points for Micah. The man only hit 4 head pins, it looks like, but he hit him good. And he had 2 strikes to none for Nestor, but he strung them together. And each bowler had 5 marks. Nestor had a 10, Micah had none. But the double strike carries, and Micah has a 4-pin lead to show for it after 1 string. Nothing cheap about either of those strikes too. Those were hammers in most houses right there.
Oh, I got something I gotta fix. So my splits for the game and the half don't reset until the first box. I stink.
Aw, that's all right. That's fine tuning at this point. Nestor's going to be in the pocket. Drops 7. He's got a triangle, and I can't wait to see how this doesn't go. Because triangles don't go for some reason.
Right on it. Oh!
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for proving my
put
point.
That out there. You totally jinxed him.
I absolutely did. Yeah, several hours later, he just plowed the 6-pin back and went wide of the wickets. Not to say missed field goal and an 8 box. Although even if he made the field goal, that would have been an 8 box anyways. Man, I hate triangles. Good God. It's the stupidest thing. Because they should go. They really should.
Take the corner.
Nestor
Come on.
is going to drop another 7. This is a much harder shot. He's got the 4, 7, and then the 10. There's a lot of wood around the 10, though. I almost wonder if he plays it over there and tries to send that angle piece over. He is. Oh, man. Put a good bit on it. Just fell a little bit behind. Personally, I might just play the 2 pins there. I don't trust the wood to carry all the time. I trust myself to hit the 2 pins and see what happens. But I also, for some reason, love that shot. I love going outside on that 4 pin and pinning it off the wall and sending it over. But Nestor's going to miss right there. He's going to have a 9 box and 17 through 2.
Just me.
And Jim is going to owe $1 as well to Paul Grant as he goes lemon drop.
That's the last
Unlike Micah, it was not on a fill, so that hurts a little less. And a strike ball takes them all right here.
Beautiful.
Hey, look, a strike ball. Oh, my goodness. What a shot, but the 7-pin. Once again, carrying corners. Hardest part of the game when you throw that hammer. Either the corners, the 5, or all of the above. Nice 10 box for Nestor. So he goes 8, 9, 10. He needs strike spare, or a spare strike for the large straight. Right here, let's see what he can put together as he's 27 through 3. Oh man, just a little heavy on the head pin. He's going to have a 3-and-1 split. The 3, 6, 10 are on the right side. The 4 is on its own on the left. A nice pocket shot with a cut will take this, but it's not easy. And Jim, oh, he's going to make it look easy with a wonderful spare. Absolutely textbook. Look at this hit. As Micah's going to clip that for us. This is well worth it right here. Oh, just a beautiful shot. Nicks the backside of that 4-pin and just tumbles over. That's the spare. Let's see if he can put a strike on it. He cannot. He goes off the head pin onto the 2. He's going to put 4 on the fill. As he leaves the horseman plus the 7-8. There is beautiful wood covering the 7-8 though. Let's see if he can send something over, make it happen. As he's going to play the horseman beautifully, and everything goes up and around. And that's tough. Oh, here Justin Waters joined them in the background.
Yeah, he came down to catch the match. It was good to hang out with him for a while.
Absolutely. Great guy, great competitor, outstanding bowler. As Nestor is going to clean up for a 10 box, putting him at 51 through 5. Not quite up to the caliber of his first game, but there's still plenty of time to make up for it. As here comes Micah. Nestor, 10 headpins out of 20 though. He's doing all right on that front.
10 out of
10 out of 15, even better. Yep, 67%. getting ahead of myself. I'm sure he's going to hit at least one or two this coming half as well. There's a head pin, and there's a hammer. Micah just throwing strike after strike. That's his third of the match. This time it's in the 1-2 pocket. Unlike his other two. Went down a little bit slower than the other two as well, but it still went. Nice mixing ball right there. All right, last time he threw a strike, he threw another. Let's see if he can do it again. He puts a good ball on it, but just a little light on the head pin. He's going to send it over and leave the Starlight 5, the CPL house sleeve, the hay bale, call it what you will. It's not a fun one, but at least they're all together. Just got to aim for that 2-pin either side and hit it heavy. That's heavy, and that is the 2-pin, and that is a beautiful spare on strike for Micah. So he annihilates this. It's not an easy shot. And he made it look easy right there.
That'll always be the 3-pin over there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, 20 through 1, 30 in a ball. This ball right here. He's going to be off the head pin and only just, which means you get a Caleri. More often than not, it feels like. You just missed the head pin, you get a Caleri, or the 7 pins left up instead, or just the horseman. It's pretty consistent. 5 on the fill, 35 through 2. He's got an early 18-pin lead on Nestor. And that's not where he wanted it, but he's still going to get 3 pins for it. And have his first open box of the half. Or closed box in Canada. I don't know what they call it. They say open is on a mark. But they also put their marks in the wrong corner. So take that for what you will. Micah's going to do his team name some credit. Missing head pins. He's going to take everything but for a 9-box.
That does not make me happy.
It never does. It's the worst 9 because you did everything but your job. And your job is to hit the head pin, and Micah is still struggling with it, but he's going to get a break. The Caleri's going to go and leave a horseman instead. 1, 2, 4, 7. Number lines up, and feels like every time you get a Caleri or a horseman, you miss the head pin on your second ball as well. And it's his old pal, the lone head pin again.
Guy is church safe.
Good night. And for the second box in a row, Micah hits everything but the head pin and cleans up for a 9. The worst 9 in a row. No, it's worse than that. Doing it again. And I'm sure Micah's just thinking, just hit the damn pin. It's the only one up there that matters. And he does. And he's going to get a split. Because that's what happens. When you finally get back on it, you start to get gruesome. That's a really, really nice wood on this, though. It's the 510. The 5 has wood on the front and back, and there is another angled wood towards the 5 in front. He's going to blow it up and get the spare. Beautiful piece on that. See, he pretty much just goes right at the 5 pin, maybe a hair low. Avoids the wood that may have been a roadblock and cleans it up for a spare. Micah's going to find himself at... I can't do the math right now, but he's at 60, I believe.
63 plus.
63 in a ball. Excellent. Great half from Micah. As Nestor has some work to do now to make this hard for Micah to take those points as well. Nestor struggling to find the head pin there, but he's not the worst sleeve. It's not easy, but it's the 1, 9, 10. There's a lot of wood, but it's all on the left side. And he sends it straight back. That would have been a 1-5 punch if he had a full rack up there. Absolutely square on it. Now he might play this wood to try and get both pins. He is indeed. He's going to spin it over and take the 9, but hey, you're happy to get at least 1 pin out of that anyways. It's a 9 box to start. It's 60 through 6. And Nestor is going to find the head pin that time. And he's going to get a good break on it. He's going to drop 8. Is that you making fun of me back there?
Unless we're talking about your laugh.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's the laugh is the laugh, man. I don't know what to tell you. Love it or hate it, it is what it is. Nestor's going to go wide on his 2-pinner right there. It's a tough ball, so he's going to try and come back for a 10 box. And wishes he threw that last ball. Still counts for 2 pins. So he's 70 through 7. And Nestor looking to get something going in these 3 boxes. And the tough ball right there is he couldn't find the head pin again. He's got the horseman. He's got the 7. He's got to make a big shot right here. Go a long way. And oh my goodness, what an unbelievable bid. Head pin's dancing off the wall, and it just cuts in front of the 7. Will not go. And there's a 10. Yep. All over it. That's 2 good balls in a row from Jim Nestor. Let's see if he can throw a 3rd. Get back on the object. That's nope. He knew that right out of the hands. That was flat, and it results in a half Worcester. Jim not having too much fun up there this string, but it's a tough break as he tries to go pocket side that time and has the 1, 4, 6, 7 left. Now let's see if he tries to take. Oh, he's going to play a great shot for a wonderful 10. Fantastic ball from Nestor. Wow. Cleans up for a 10 box. That puts him at 90 through 9. As he really wants to get a mark right here. Make things a little more interesting. That's a great ball, and it's going to drop 8. I don't know how it wasn't a strike. It looked beautiful, but things flew around, and the 5-9 are left standing, untouched. Same ball takes it, and oh, Nestor's a hair heavy on it. He's just going to pluck out the 5. That's a tough break. And he's not going to shoot the last pin, looks like. He's going to take the 9.
I felt bad.
Yeah, that's a decision. Okay. Micah comes up. He is at a 63 at a ball, so he's only going to need 37 pins in these 5+ boxes to take the string. Let's hope that single pin doesn't come back to haunt Jim for total.
You know, the ACST matches have been that tight, so.
That's correct. Absolutely. I just had a 4-pin match. I had a 1-pin match earlier against Bristol Money earlier this year. Sometimes you just never know, but. And Micah is on the head pin and rewarded with a Greek church. 5 fill, 68 at the half. Some interesting wood right there. So he's got the 4, 7, 8 triangle and then the 6, 10. But the wood is juicy. Let's see how he plays it here. Is he going to send the 2-pinner over? Nope, he's going to play the triangle. And he's going to get 2 pins for it because triangles don't go.
I wanted to get outside the 4-pin, thinking I might be able to push that wood across.
Yeah, my thought honestly would be to try and cut the 2 over and just hope that the pin would slide over.
Action boy, get the easy toe.
And hit that wood and push it. And Micah's gonna throw 3 great balls. You got a 9 box. Is what it is. 77 through 6, as he should cruise to an easy 2 points. He's looking to pour it on for total here, though. And once again, off the head pin. We just saw Nestor with his sleeve, the 1-9-10. He punched the head pin through. Let's see what Micah does here. I'm sure he'd just be happy to hit the head pin on this ball, but obviously getting it to move side to side. Oh my goodness, he puts it through for a field goal. The pin cuts through. That's as good a shot as you can do. It just decided not to hit anything. What a silly game. And that's going to be another field goal. 6 points in football and 8 pins for Micah. This is 85 through 7. He needs 15 pins in these 3 boxes to win the string. And that's a bomb. Yep. Drops 8 that time, though. And he's going to have a 2-pinner with a duck. It is quacking. And, you know, it's just at a slightly weird angle. You should be able to redline this to victory. But if you get it spinning, it might get a little dastardly. But you do have to hit it in the first place to see what happens. Micah decided to avoid that. For some reason, I'm sure he wasn't aiming for that, but it's what happened. And let's see if he can clean it up for 10 points. Pow. Yeah, he's kicking himself after that one, as most of us would be, in the B, at least. And the A, the B, probably the C. Frankly, even the D. Everyone wants to hit that shot. They see a duck, 2-pinner with a plank. Just hit the plank. And Micah is... Ooh! Wow, that was going to be a really terrible split. But the wood flew over and took out most everything. 7 pin left standing. The toughest pin for most lefties. Of course, the 10 pin being the toughest for most righties. But Micah is going to line it up and knock it down. Nice spare. That is the string and 2 points for Micah, guaranteed. He has added 6 pins thus far to total, and he's looking to get a few more. As he has this ball for a fill and 2 more for his 10th box. Lines up. Hammer. Good night. Absolutely. That's his 4th strike of the match. Starts with 1, ends with 1. In fact, he started strike spare. He's going to end spare strike. At least, as he's got 2 more balls to fill that. That puts him at 125. 125. Yeah. I did math correctly. Just took a minute to update.
It's important for me that my score sheet adds up those 10 pins as soon as you get the mark. None of that Kubica crap.
Yep, I believe it. All right, Micah Imparato looking to fill his strike in the 10th and get into the 30s. Oh, man, he made a good bid for the 40s right there. That was almost another double. As he's going to drop 9. Puts him at 134. And he has a big opportunity to go spare strike spare. Just crushed the pocket and picks it up for a spare. Spare strike spare. A couple of 20 boxes to the good string. Puts him at 135 to 99. He just put 36 pins on total. Puts him at 40 up, I believe. Yep. He's at 262 through 2. And Nestor's at 222. Micah has all the points. Nestor has none. But there are 10 more still to play for. So 40 pins is definitely it's a big gap. It is not insurmountable. And let's see what Nestor can do here as he starts up. And on the head pin, and that's gross. That was such a good ball. And he's got the 5, 8, 9, 10. There is some wood. It frankly might hurt him. I really don't know with this one. You're going to have to play it. He's going, oh my goodness, he's going to play it and make it spin Look at this. The 5-pin dances over. What a shot from Nestor. Bow. Oh, man. That wood spun and just clipped the 5-pin perfectly. And just shoved it over. Great spare to start for Nestor. Let's see if he can ride the wave. He's going to. He's going to drop 9. And the 5-pin's going to stay up, but there's a duck. Plank in front. If he's on any part of the pin side of that wood. Oh, he's going to try and spin and still pick it up. Sometimes it's even easier than I say. I'm sure that wasn't the side of the wood he's aiming for, but he's all over it anyways. It was too wired. 19 through 1, 29 in a ball. Through 2. As he starts 2 in a row. Oh, is he going to get 3? 9 drop. No, the 7-pin's going to stay up. Oh, that's vicious. Oh, man, there's a world where both of those pins fall down. It's not this world. He's going to have an 8 fill, 37 through 2. There is a piece of wood covering the 10. He's going to have to play. He's going to play it low, very low, and try and send it over. Can't quite do it. You can't throw it much better than that right there with that leave. As he's going to have his first open box in his third. But he's going to be all over it. Jim Nestor, 10 box. He has hit every object thus far in this string. 7 for 7. And 47 through 3. Nestor. Oh, man, just off the head pin that time. But it's not an easy leave. It's not the hardest. It's the 1, 2, 10. And you just got to try and send something over. I almost played this shot outside. He's going to go pocket and absolutely drive it back. What a beautiful pocket shot for Nestor. Look at this one. The head pin just goes straight into the 10. Just a textbook shot. As he's going to pick up his third spare of the half. Justin's going to make a brief appearance. And Nestor is going to drop another 8, 9, 8. 8 it is. There's the 2, 6 left up. There's a plank that looks like it was going to be a good angle, but it is not. As he's going to have an 8 fill. And, oh my goodness, he's going to go outside on that wood and spin it over. What an unbelievable shot. And a great half for Nestor. Look at this shot. Oh my God. Nestor making some crazy ones that half as he puts 4 marks on the board. And he's at 75 and a ball at the half. All of a sudden, Micah's big 40-pin lead looking a little more dire as he needs to have a big half here to keep pace. He's going to start off the head pin. And he's going to have a clipped Caleri. The 7-pin's gone. So it's the 1, 2, 4 and the 9 in back. I still like it better than a triangle. It's not an easy shot. And, oh man, he's going to go heavy. Plow the 1 and the 9 back. But the 2 of the 3 pinners left standing. As the 2 and the 4 are left. Micah's going to wind up, and that would be a great pocket hit, but there's no pocket there anymore. It's going to be an 8 box. You already got that pin down, Micah. It's okay.
If I only had some aim.
All right, second box for Micah is going to be... Oh, man, it looked like it was going to be the pocket. Broke up a little bit, but he's going to get... Oh, it looked like the Millis 8. It's going to be a Millis 9. Head pin left standing after the first ball. Micah's used to this being left up after the second, but here he is with an opportunity to first spare. He's just got 1 pin to hit. It's the one most in front. Should be the easiest. And it never is it? Not once. He's just going to go wide. It's just too much wood on the deck. It took your attention away. That's all it is. See, no more wood. Plows it. 10 bucks, 18 through 2. He's 18 through 2 is not terrible, but he's down 2 marks, so finds himself in the hole by 19 pins so far. And he's going to wind up, and just another strike. Micah Imparato throwing his 5th strike of the match. On pace for 10 strikes right now.
I love Jim giving me a hard time. Way to load up that spare. Way to load up that
Yep.
mark. I'm like, oh.
Absolutely. Great fill. I mumble that to myself all the time when I throw a hammer. Great fill, jackass, after I miss something like that. Uh-oh. That's a half Worcester, which is never fun, especially on a mark. The good news is Micah gets another ball here to fill this strike. So he's at 28. He's at 30 now through 3. And he's going to play a safety shot and miss the head pin, but he's going to get everything but. So that's... Head pin's still standing, but a nice 9 fill on the strike nonetheless. Puts him at 37 through 3. Only down 10 pins through 3, but he's down the barrel of 2 marks, and he's not going to get one here, so... He might find himself in trouble as he's 10s out for a 47 through 4. And a mark here would go a very long way to sit. Nestor hit 4 head pins in his. Micah's only hit 1 this half. Oh, there's 2. And there's his own 7-10 split. Nestor had one earlier as well. That was his lone 10 box. Micah has some interesting wood here, though. He's going to take a look at it. I think that he should go and clip the far left of that wood. Pretty much on the cap and try and spin it over. And the ball should plow into that wood, covering the 7-pin. Let's see what he decides. That's where he wants it. Oh, and he sends it over, goes around the piece, and there's so much wood covering that 7 that it just blows up and sends it over. Were you playing it there?
Yeah, absolutely. I was counting on that pin to kind of pop and go straight across.
Yeah, the one that had the eye on it. Yep. Okay. That's a great shot by Micah for a spare. Keeps himself in this string. 57 in a ball. Down 18 pins thus far. But Nestor, a torrential first half. Let's see if he can keep it going. As he steps up to the line. He's got that quick 3-step approach. 1, 2, 3, and pocket. And, oh man, it looks uglier than it actually is going to be. It's going to be a middle triangle, 7 fill. Puts him at 82. And I don't want to say it. Let's just see what happens. Lines it up. Oh my goodness, it goes. You know he's hot when he's making triangles even. Great shot from Nestor. Look at this one. It didn't even want to go. Just like barely keeled over the 9-pin. Left it on the deck. 92 in a ball through 6. Good Nestor. Another head pin. And, well, that's interesting. He picked the horseman clean, didn't he? That's
exactly.
He's gonna get a 4 fill on that. And he's got a baby rack here, and he's going to pick the 3. He's shaving edges off. He took the 4 on the left, and then he took the 3 on the left. Let's see if he can take the. Oh my goodness! Let's see if he can take the 6 now. He's lining up for it. No, he's gonna get them all for a 10 bucks. That is hitting 3 objects very, very well.
I had a feeling you'd
getting
really
10
get a
pins
kick
for
out
it.
of that one. That box was just unreal.
That's gross. That'll take the wind out of your sails right there. There were 3 great balls there, and he's been spare. He didn't even have a chance that time. Oh, and he's gonna, yeah, of course he throws a strike after that nonsense. That makes a lot of sense. First strike of the match for Jim Nestor. 6th mark of the string. 116 and 2 balls. Man, well, that's Candlepin bowling right there. You throw a great ball, you get nothing. But if you stick with it, it'll reward you. Sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. But the way Nestor's throwing the ball right now, let's see if he can double up. Oh my goodness, that was an even better hit than a strike ball. Absolutely hammered the pocket. He's going to drop 8 pins. He's got the 4-7 2-pinner left. There is wood. He's not going to want to play it. He's going to want to go right at the pins. He's going to go right at the pins. Oh, just missed the 4. Oh, he can't believe it. He really wanted it. He wanted to keep that alive. He had been all over his objects. But he is going to have to settle for an open box here and pick up the 10. That may have shot back too, honestly, but we'll never know. 135.
Yep, and perfect so far. Clean sheet all the way down, so just one more 10.
That's no, yep. You can't jinx him because it already happened, I guess. So that's fine to point out after the fact. So 135 through 9, perfect game on the line. Let's see if he can get a mark. Oh, good night. That's a pure 1-2 pocket monster. The perfect game is complete. Some may say you need to fill it with a 10. I don't think so. I think that you get a 10 at least through all 10 boxes. That's a perfect game. 145 and 2 balls. Jim Nestor. He's going for his high single right here. Is he not? For the ACST? If he throws a double, he might have a shot at the high single. I think it's 165 by Gallagher for the B.
Yep, his high.
Yep, there you have it. So he had a 156. So he needs one pin to tie, 2 to win. All right, sorry, no, he needs a double. He already counted the 10. Well, he's not going to get it. He's going to get a Starlight 5 on his first ball. He's at 150 so far. And Micah's in trouble. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. All right, that's going to be a 6 fill for a 151 string. What a great string from Nestor. Look at this. 7 marks, 2 strikes, 5 spares. He had 9 out of 10 head pins. He had a perfect game. He had all 10 strikes and spares. That's a tremendous showing from Jim Nestor. Outstanding pinning, great spare shots. Just a tremendous game. And Micah's going to need to do a lot of work here. He's sitting at 57 in a ball, which means he needs 94 pins to tie, 95 to win. He does have this ball to work with, and a mark here would do wonders, and he's going to have a lot of work to do for that mark. He's off the head pin, but the head pin's going to fall anyways. He's going to drop 7 on the fill. That wood right there is most likely out. It's rolling on the edge, but I can see a little bit of shadow. Justin Waters is going to go take a look at it for them and probably pull it in. That's some cool wood, though. Honestly, you can almost go... Where do you go? You go the 8 or the 9 pin? I know you go after one of them.
Shooting right. I'm looking right on the red line in between the 8 and the 9.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, you can have the ball take the 9.
Yeah, I think the ball will...
Because the wood is wired, right?
And the wood should take the 7 and the 8.
The wood is wired, but I'd be worried about the wood being a little soft on it. 'Cause it's not... It's like pseudo-wired, but let's see where he goes. He's gonna play it, and it's beautiful. The wood was a little bit off, but it shot off the wall and took the 7 anyways. Watch this one back. Bow. Blows it up for a big spare. 74 in a ball. Justin Waters got an up-close and personal look at that one. All right, Micah will pretty much need to mark out here in order to get the string, but even if not, he's still looking to keep total. He needs a 111 to tie total right now. And that's not going to help, as he's going to drop another head pin off the head pin. What is happening? It's 2 in a row where he's... No. Hold on. You missed the head pin on your first ball. On the 5th box. On the 6th box. That was not a head pin head. You need to take that yellow out. That is, you can give yourself the split, but that was, yeah. And he put a 5 fill on his spare. And he played a great ball on the Starlight 5, but it just didn't go. Back pin sometimes just doesn't want to carry. And he whiffed it for a 9 box. It's 88 through 7. It's a great game, but when you're up against a 151, it's that's a daunting task right there. Even with all 20 boxes, he wouldn't be able to take it. He's pretty much in double territory, actually. And that won't help, as he carves out 3 pins in his first ball. Off on the 3 pin that time. Yeah, he can spare here, but he'll need a double in order to actually take the string. He can still keep total alive, though. That's a great ball. You can't throw that much better at that leave, but throw it the first time. I don't know what to tell you. That's just, them's the breaks sometimes.
Yeah, there's times when you think that you threw the ball right, and it just doesn't do it for you.
That's correct. I'm sure that was one of them right there. You're going to throw 2 great balls there, though, for a nice out. Get 9 pins out of the bad first ball. 97 through 8. So you only need 15 pins to keep a lead in total. But the string is all over. Jim Nestor is, I think mathematically now he's going to take this string. No, you can... Yeah, no, mathematically it's done. It's wrapped up. But Micah is off the head pin again. He's got the 1, the 3, and the 7. Good ball. Oh my goodness! Look how close that head pin got to the 7. That was less than an inch away from carrying, and just decided not to. And we'll clean up for a 10 box. It's a big pin right there, so he gets to 107. And barring catastrophe, Micah is going to hold on to total here. But all of a sudden, that 40-pin lead is going to be potentially single digits. And Micah, tough half, 0 for 5 on head pins, but he's gotten a few breaks. And he's got a mirror image of his last sleeve, the 1-2-10 this time. There is some wood that might be able to fly across the deck, especially in Millis. That would fly. And Danny Finn, commissioner, announcing that someone's lane is ready, as Micah once again can't carry the back pin. I hope those people had fun bowling. I'm sure that these 2 guys are as well. And Micah is going to line up and throw just a wild ball right there. For a 9 box. 116 finish for Micah. That's going to give 2 points to Jim Nestor, but a
Nope, I'm
5.
screwing you up. I'm screwing you up. There's an extra box here. I put in an extra 9 too soon.
Ah, whoopsies.
I said what I did.
Well, that's a disgusting leave. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Me?
No, I think he did throw an extra 9 in. Maybe?
I am so confused. I'm looking at my score sheets here.
Okay.
Fix that. I'm really at a loss.
This isn't an errant 11 box, is it?
No, I think something definitely happened though. What I'm going to do is when this is over, I'm going to fix this to what the score sheet showed.
Okay.
I think when Waters fixed the score sheet, after he picked up the pin,
Yep.
things kind of got weird there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fix this to match what was on the Millis sheet, and I'm gonna have to go back and watch this myself to figure out.
Yeah,
What the hell really happened?
I feel like we had a handle on it. That may have been an 11th box for some reason.
I think it was, and you know,
I think it
obviously
was.
with the automatic scoring system, when you know, I think Justin made the change. I think he might have taken away that 3-pin spare that I had. So I'll get this correct, and I'll remove that 11th box. This is the fun of when you trust a digital scoring system over your head. But this is
That's
how
very
we're tracking
wonky.
it on paper.
Okay.
And I know Jim got a little chatty, so let me try to scoot ahead a couple minutes here on the film.
That's
Try
all
to
right.
find out.
Yeah,
There it
that
was.
spare should count though. Despite what happened there.
Yeah, like I said, I'll
feel
go
like-
through it.
I think
find
you would
out
just take the
what
11th
happened.
box out.
Yep. But it'll give me something to watch.
Yep, absolutely. So that was a weird third string, but I think Micah's at 116 at the end
That's
of
all
that.
All right, I'm going. That's all right. Beat me up.
This is how it
Beat me
felt
up.
when I was bowling against him. Oh, I got something to fix there
Okay.
too.
Yep. So as of now, according to this, Micah has a 108 through that. So he's actually down in total now.
I am.
3 pins. As Jim Nestor threw a monster string. And let's see if he can keep that going as we start the 4th.
I don't know how I'm keeping up with him if he keeps throwing 150s.
Well, that's some Josh Daly stuff right there. As Nestor's going to start out off the head pin, very unlike his third where he was all over it for 9-10. But he's got the 189, which is always a fun one. It's hard, but you just got to hit it real heavy. Oh my goodness, what a great shot! What a beautiful ball. Look at this one go. Looks like he played the 1 pin into the wood. Near, yep, and it just shoved it right over. Oh, what a great shot, Nestor. Danny Finn's very loud back there, but he is a loud man after all, father of 3. And Nestor throws a great ball on that, Phil. He's going to drop 6, leave himself a diamond. 16.
Millis was insanely busy today. I think there were like 10 birthday parties.
It looks like you can see all the lanes active over there. I'm surprised they were able to give you one of a birth of 1.
Yep.
Honestly.
I didn't mind if they had
Nestor's. No, yeah, it would have been. It is what it is. I'm sure they wouldn't have put like some little kids there for you or anything. Although you're used to that from your earlier matches.
Yes, I am.
Nestor cleans up for a 10 box. It's going to be 26 through 2. And see if he can find another head pin. Yep. Oh, what a bomb. Drops 9. 6 pin left standing. There is some wood. I don't think it's on the pin, so he's probably wants to go just right after it. Just like that. Absolutely plows it through. Great spare. Yeah, he takes out the white ball for his spare shots, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's like an old Paramount cue ball.
Yep. Yeah, you see right now he's holding another one. That's his regular ball. And oof. Is that the first spread eagle of the match?
I believe so.
I think it's the first true eagle. Of course it's on a fill because they come at the worst times. We did see a clipped one earlier, but I think this is the first true eagle. Oh my goodness, Jim Nestor putting a great bid on it. Oh my goodness, 4 pin. How is that thing standing up? It looked like it was going right there. It would have fallen back and maybe pushed that wood into the 2. Oh my goodness, what a bid. Oh, that almost deserves a clip on its own, but if that pin fell, maybe. That's a professional 10 from Nestor.
I think the last time I saw an eagle picked up, it was Stu Bergman last season in the Millis League.
Oh, Don Devish made one earlier this year, subbing in the Millis League.
Awesome.
Yep.
Flash.
Nestor throws a bomb. He's going to drop 9 again. This wood's going to come over. It's going to be vicious with that double wood. Unless this one settles up against it. Oh, okay. No, that's okay now.
You love that.
It was
tin
looking
can,
like
don't
it was
you?
going to be stanchion, but he should just be able to plow this into it. Yep, absolutely. Never in doubt. Jim Nestor, another perfect half as he goes 60 in a ball. That's 15 consecutive perfect boxes. It could have been more, but he hit the button after his 9 box at the 9 through 2 in the 10th box of the second game. So we'll never know what could have been, but we do know that it's 15 in a row and 60 in a ball. So Nestor continuing his torrential run. Not
Don't
quite the
like
fills
it.
he wanted, and a couple of hard tens. Of course you don't. You're bowling against it. But then again, if you hit the headpin more, you'd probably get a few. You'd probably be doing okay compared to it. As you see another Caleri.
Ugh.
You got to pick up one of these, right?
Oh, you know.
That wood is staring. That wood eye is just staring you in the face, and it's very, very mean. That thing can kill a ball. Hey, look! It killed the ball. I think that would have gone without the wood there. I really do. The ball just kind of deadened. It still took the 4 somehow, but the 7 is unabashed.
That was unbelievable. It just came to a hard stop after it hit it. I was like, ugh.
Yep. No, when you see wood like that in the pocket, it's so exciting because you know exactly what it's going to do. And it still shocks you every time. Vicious, vicious game sometimes. Well, it's a 10 box nonetheless for Micah as he picks up his pin. And loving that 3 pin. 3 pin's not loving him as he gets a half lister.
No, I think I really only had like 3 head pins in the previous string. We'll find out when we go back and check the tape.
You did many, that's for sure. Maybe in your mystery 11th box you had a few more. And that's not the ball Micah wanted, but he's still going to see his old friend, the lone head pin, for his 3rd ball. Let's see if he can hit it this time. I think he's 0 for 2 thus far in his 3rd ball.
Oh, okay. No, I've heard good things about that.
And, oh, he's got it that time. Absolutely. Bringing that batting average up on that
Yeah, I know I
pin.
definitely missed it twice in a row, but I think I got it one other time.
I think you did as well. There's some wood there on that one, but you plowed it. But that was a clean one, and Micah, I like to when I'm doing hand scoring, just put X's for 10s, and when they get 20 through 2, it's just X, X, X. Micah is going to drop 8, and the 7 pin looked like it was going to fall over and probably take the 4, but it is standing. But it's a duck. The wood in front looks like it should be good. And especially when you throw it like that, it's absolutely good. Sends it back for a spare. 30 in a ball. Watch that one again. It was a little weird, but he played it where it's going to go no matter what, pretty much. All right, it's a big fill for Micah right here. And he's going to put a hammer down. Absolutely. Look at that shot. Stumbling, bumbling, sliding into the triangle to take it out for the strike. Big 20 box right there. Put the pressure back on Jim as he goes 40 through 3 and 50 and 2 balls. As he should be able to take the lead right here in the half. And it's Micah's old friend, the Caleri. One of these has to go, right? I haven't seen it go yet, and you guys are good enough bowlers where it goes eventually. We've been on the head pin recently on it, at least. Let's see if we can do it again. This is for the 2nd ball to fill. And, oh. If that was live, I would have spoken that into existence. But here we are with a 6 fill, 56 through 4. As he plows the head pin back and gets only the head pin.
the head
And he's
pin,
looking
you
for at
said.
least 3 here.
Boy.
Oh no, that he yanked that one. And he's going to have a 7-box, 63 at the half. He is up 3, but Nestor, with his fill, can take the lead right back. Yeah, I'd apologize for speaking that into existence, but it already happened, so. I'm sure you're just smirking as I said it, knowing exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's brutal. So at this point in time, I think I'm over there trying to peel Jim away from Justin to having a good little chat.
Jim's many things. Great guy, great bowler, definitely a talker.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's worth pointing out right now, at least until he fills his mark, we're on the nose.
Yeah, dead even, right?
Yep.
Dead even.
Although, when we fix the score, we'll see how that plays out, but not going to make a difference.
Yeah, I think you have 8 more pins. I think you have 8 more pins than it actually is giving you right now.
The importance of never trusting digital scoreboards.
That's correct. Yeah, that's why we record these things, is so we can catch them right in the act. All right, Jim Nestor starting his second half and ending his first with the same ball right here. It's the 4th string. And that's a great ball. A little heavy on the pocket, but he's going to drop. Oh, it looked like the 4 was carrying, but it's going to be 6 on the fill. 66 half. He's got a 3-1. He already made the shot earlier. I wonder if he's going to play that wood. He is. Wow. So there's a hole there. It wasn't by much. It looks like it's about a ball width, and he went straight at it. That's remarkable. I didn't think that was possible. Here we are. It's been done. And, oh my god, he almost found it again. But he ends up going outside on the creep, and he's going to have an 8-box. 74. And that brings an end to Jim Nestor's perfect box streak of 15. Spectacular fashion, finding an impossible hole. And he's still on it. He's going to come right back, drop everything but the triangle. And let's just see. Let's just see. He made his last one. Puts a good ball on it, and why would it? Why would it? It's ridiculous. There's the shot that never goes, and then there's triangles, which are a close second. And Nestor is going to clean up for a 10. He's saying, man, I wonder what would have happened if I played that wood. It probably would have been the same result, 10 bucks, no matter what. As Nestor finds himself 93 through 8. A couple of 10s would take him to 113. He's looking for more, though, right here, as he's trying to follow up his big 50 string. And that's going to be off, and he's going to get a nice break anyways and drop 7 off the headpin. 1, 2, 4, left standing. Some dastardly wood, but the pocket is still open. He should be able to play this. He's going for it. And, oh my goodness, he even uses the wood. Blows it up. A good spare. That's a harder shot than it looks, that's for sure. Look at this one. Bow. Ball comes off the wood, blows up the headpin. The wood takes out the back, too. Great shot. 103 up off. Nestor, headpin, and split. Why bother sometimes, right? This is a little easier than the last one he had. It's the 7 pin on the left side this time, along with the 3, 6, 10. Nice pocket. Might take it. Oh my goodness. He couldn't have been closer to that pocket and just barely got by the 3 pin. As he'll find himself open in the end. He's at 117 right now. And looking for 118 will be his finish. There is no mystery 11th box this time. As he finds himself with a 53 pin or sorry, Micah finds himself 53 pins away with an open half. 55 pins, apologies. I suck at math. It's late. And 56 to take the string. So Micah will need at least a mark, probably 2 to stay comfy.
Although he is still firing away.
Yes! Tired.
Wait a minute.
Yep,
What's going on?
it happened twice.
What's going on?
I'm looking at...
I know we just called 5 boxes.
I know we did. And we didn't change the scores once in Millis. It
I'm very confused
picked
right
up
now.
the 8 box. It didn't record his 9 box.
No way.
The good news
Well, he
is
just got another 9.
it didn't change his score anyways.
No, he just got another 9 box.
Wow.
But
And we're just sitting there
This is
watching,
bewildering.
talking, having a great old time. I messed up the 7th
And
box. No, the 7th box was a 7, 2, and a 1 for a 10.
That's correct.
And then a spare.
And then he had
And
the
a 9.
spare, the 3 and 1, and then he filled it, and then
Yeah.
he threw an extra one.
I appreciate it, Michael. I got to figure out what's going on with me, but
That felt
blame-
like 6.
I blame Duncan's.
Oh, well, that's a
commentary.
hammer. That's fine. That's what I'm here for, really. Well, that's a bomb for Micah to start. That's definitely the 6 box right there. Cut and done. I'm going to start keeping track, just in case.
Micah. Hold on.
Yes. Micah needs a pin.
Up there again.
Yeah, Jimmy had the 6 fill. I guess the 7th must have been a 10 and not a 9, but
No. It's not even that one. It's literally like standing.
let's do that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then this was the open spare.
Okay, so that was the 8th box was the spare.
I still want to go back and see where I know I'm tired.
And double check, yeah, absolutely.
And that was
And then it would be a couple of 9s, right?
Paris splits. Yeah. Thanks, Michael.
So something happened with the rack. It looks like the
Oh yeah. So
8 and the 9 are gone.
we were in
Oh, the
practice.
6 and the 8.
Yeah, we were in practice, and the 6 pin had, come down toothless once, and then it did it a second time, and when it did, you saw one of the pins get wedged, up in the rack. So
Oh,
Matt-
okay. So
Matt
yeah,
Taylor
Matt
gets
Taylor,
to go down
ACST-D bowler, is fixing that up.
Yep.
He's doing very well in the D as well. Oh, there goes that pin.
I think he's still
Goodbye.
first place in his division,
I wouldn't be surprised. He's been bowling great all year.
but thank you, Michael. I'm tired. It's been a long day.
Depends on what event it is, though.
Is that Nardone?
No, Michael Fullerton. So
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for joining us, Michael. Appreciate it.
I was about to give you shit if you were Nardone, but no. And instead, I'm happy you're here.
we get our Canadian friends popping in to watch us now.
Fantastic.
I'm just
Sorry
too
for putting
tired.
our marks on the wrong side of the box, but it is what it is.
It's weird. It's weird with someone else commentating, and I'm sitting here doing the scoring and all this afterwards. So it was something fun to try. And,
Yeah, no, I'm having a great time with this. I appreciate you inviting me on for this.
It has. So, Michael, there was one on the rack, and then this one actually set a second one up there that got wedged up. And that's why I didn't throw, because I knew if I hit reset on that, it would have been bad news.
Yeah, there would have been 2 extra pins or something
No, that's
falling
just,
down with it.
yeah, that rack didn't really go back up into position, so.
Oh yeah, that's all bad. Well, it looks like
Mr.
Matt Taylor
Taylor.
may have fixed it.
He did real well.
Yep, 10 pins come down. And Micah is iced on his strike, but let's see if he comes back on it anyways.
Absolutely. It's like, son of a...
That was still the 6th box. I'm keeping track now. This is the 7th. And oh my goodness, comes right back and throws a double. That's Crawford-esque right there. Pete Crawford threw 5 in a row. Had the machine break down on him, the ball return, and had to wait about 10 minutes for them to fix it. Just gonna let Danny finish that, and then proceeded to throw a 6th hammer right after. It was special for a triple. No, off the head pin. Oh my goodness, he's gonna backdoor triple. Oh my goodness, that is a triple strike, Micah Imparato on a backdoor strike. All over that 3-pin. That is disgusting. And that is a 30 box. As Micah throws 3 balls for...
That is a strike
Oh,
without a
man.
yellow circle, man. That's
Without a yellow, absolutely. That's... No. At the same time, you're still working on a double. Regardless. And Micah's going to take this string in commanding fashion. As he's going to fill his other one. Is this going to fall too? Is he going to get another 4? No. All right. Same ball, just didn't collapse the horseman that time. As he puts 6 on his second strike, 26 box. And let's see what he can fill his 3rd strike with as he's going for the horseman. Nice piece of wood to cover the corner pin. But you got to hit the pocket, and Micah decided to hit the 3-pin. Loves the 3-pin. Gets a 7 fill. 136 through 8. And Micah is probably looking for 2 pins here. Winds up for 2 pins and gets 2 pins. 9 box for Micah as he's at 145. Well, you talked about Jim Nestor throwing 150s at you, but you're about to throw one right back at him. And take another 2 points and have a commanding match lead. All of a sudden, the score discrepancy aside, it looks like it might not come down to it unless Nestor goes crazy again. And Micah is going to drop a nice head pin for a diamond leave. He's now tied Nestor's 3rd string at 151. And he has 2 balls left. Spare here would put him in the range of 60s. And oh my goodness, what a great ball on that. But the 9-pin stands tall. Somehow didn't go. I don't know how. I'm sure you thought you threw that perfectly. Sure looked good. And Micah whiffing singles on his 3rd ball, as is tradition. Ends with a 154. Great string from Micah. As he throws 4 strikes in that string. Micah is just throwing. Let's see. How many strikes do you have right now?
That's 9. That's 9.
That's 9 strikes. That's how many Bob Lee threw at you last.
If I could only throw
Last
spares.
one. Nestor only has 2. But, yeah, Jim Nestor has him in spares and 10s by a pretty commanding margin. But
And head pins.
7 more strikes carrying a... Yeah, but when you're hitting the head pin... Look at this. You have 18 head pins and 9 strikes. That's nutty. Although one of those was backdoor, but still, 18 head pins, 8 hammers is something else. Only 3 splits as well. Yep, that's a whole match in itself right there. As we go into the final one, Micah with a 36 pin lead or 33?
33. 33 at the bottom. The 36
It is 33. Okay, at the bottom. Oh, I see. That's got to be cleared. I understand. Yep.
So, Nestor just misses his high single. He had the 156 earlier this year.
And then you throw it
with the 154.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations. That's a great string right there. Even if it was a backdoor triple, it's still a triple. That was a reward for getting iced on your first one and throwing a hammer anyways. Let's call it that. All right, Jim Nestor only has 2 points thus far, but if he has a big string here, he can take another 4 or another 6. Sorry.
All right, let's see how Jim does here.
Uh-oh, that's $1. That is the 3rd lemon drop of the day.
Yes.
Nestor's thrown 2. Micah's thrown 1. However, Micah threw his on a mark. So, at the end of the day, Nestor's only out $2. Micah's out 5. As Nestor goes on to the 3-pin,
I didn't
2-pin that
realize the
time.
lemon drop was a $5 contribution, so I got to send $4 more alone.
On the fill it is, yes sir. Specifically on a spare. I think on a strike it might still just be $1. But just because, but yeah, the one fill on the lemon drop is that's when it's particularly brutal.
Yeah, either way, I don't mind. My dad's fighting stage 4 cancer, so I don't mind contributing to the lightest.
Absolutely. I think we can all agree, screw cancer. So anything to help with that. Help anyone along in that fight. Nestor's going to be on the 2-pin again. He's got a tough leave here. He's got a Caleri plus the 7. Oh my goodness. What a great ball on that. 1-pin just shot right through the wickets. Can't throw it much better, but you got to throw that ball first. And Nestor is all over his object for another 9-box. 18 through 2. Nestor looking a little frustrated up there. Let's see if he can go ballistic here. As he kind of needs to in order to have a shot at total. And oh my goodness, that was a spread eagle all the way, and somehow, some way, it carved out the whole left side and left it with a 3-pinner with a nice plank. And oh my goodness, he went so low on that, and it flipped the 3-pin. That's obviously not where he wanted. He wanted to be on the red line, but I still didn't think it would do that. And now it's a roadblock, but he's going to go high on it and plow it back. So he plays one piece of wood totally incorrectly, but then plays the other one absolutely perfectly for a 10-box. Definitely a little frustration there from Nestor. But it's his old friend, the 3-1, as he's a little heavy on the pocket. This time it's the 2, 4, 7 and the 6 over on the right side. And oh my goodness, he's going to play outside on it, try and send it off the wall. He does so, but it doesn't carry the 7 or the 6, so he's not rewarded for his efforts. And he is going to plow it back for another 9-box. Nestor open thus far, 37 and 4. And regardless of what he does here, if Micah can go put a few marks together in the first half here, he can pretty much seal total up.
There you go.
Well, I say that, and then he drops an absolute bomb. So if he fills that with something big, then all of a sudden, you never know. Look at this. Bow! I love those collapsing strikes where the head pin just kind of tilts into it, into those back 3, and just, you know they're all falling. All right, Nestor, 47 and 2 balls. 3 head pins that one. That half. Micah looking to start his 5th string in style. And does so. Drops 9. Oh my goodness, looked like it might be a hammer. But that piece of wood flew right behind the 6-pin. So instead he's got the 6 and a duck. And it's quacking. And Micah, the duck hunter, just plows it back, sends it home, puts it into the curtain.
So you know what you get. So Mark will pay attention. Why are you running a 10 overnight? By the way, the week before Easter.
Justin
He's not
having
got an
some
opinion
thoughts.
on anything, does he?
No, he's very unopinionated, very easygoing man. As Micah fills his spare with 5. He's got the 1, 3, 7, 8, 10. Sorry, it's
I love Waters for that.
No, absolutely. Great guy. Got mad at me once or twice up on the lanes, but he's been nothing but wonderful to me off the lanes. So I appreciate him for all that he is. As Micah can't quite carry the 7-pin.
And
Of
I
course,
got
it's a candy cane that won't go.
that pin in the gutter that's about 10 feet up. It's a magnet.
Yep. Oh my goodness! And he- oh my goodness! And Micah breaks his ball, shatters it against something as he hits a piece of wood that shouldn't have been there in the first place.
I sent it all the way back and then aimed for it.
Oh my goodness gracious!
It
Let's
just
see if
happened
that
to
ball
be,
comes
I'm
back in two
shooting at the
pieces.
7 pin. So I'm looking at the 7 pin, and I see the wood,
Yeah,
and I just lost
Yeah,
it.
you just caught it out of the corner of your eye, and that's all it takes. All right, that's 24 through 2 for Micah, and he's going to drop another backdoor strike. That's 2. That's gross. Can we just show Nestor's again? It was so much better. As Micah's just
Believe
this is
me.
gonna be the Millis 8, and it just
There's no pride in that.
well,
but the way that
Micah's
my ball
thrown
goes,
his. Micah's thrown 2 strikes in a row that have been backdoor. Out of his 10 total this match. 10 strikes. Oh my goodness. Put screws to Nestor right now with hammers as he's going to drop 8 on his first ball. There's a piece of wood that is covering the 4. It's very close, but it is. Is that Fournier back there as well? And Mike is going to pick it up. Spare on strike.
not Fournier, but it might have been Steve Reno.
Oh, okay. Yep, that would do it. So Micah's going to find himself in a pole position right now. 54 and the ball. Through 4. And head pin and banana split. First one of the day for either bowler. 6 fill on the strike to put him at 60. And which pin do you play here? Obviously you send it off the wall, but are you sending the 6 pin off the wall?
I am just trying to hit 2 at this point in time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, at this point in the match, if you go for the spare, you're trying to send it off the wall. As you go for 2 and you get your object, and that's all you get.
Justin's got some
let's
great
see.
ideas for tournaments.
Of course he does.
Ugh,
And Micah goes wide.
that
7
still
box.
bugs me.
That's not a fun 7 box, but you still find yourself 20 pins up at the half in this
Wow.
string. Nestor is on a strike fill.
Chris, target 2, your lane is ready. Last call for Chris. Target 2, your lane is ready.
Yeah, Michael.
Chris better get to his leads.
He calls it the banana split, and as a true American, every time I see the 4-7, 6-10, it's a Nixon to me.
Yep, absolutely. With the peace sign.
With the fingers, yep.
Yep, absolutely. I like that a lot.
So I got a card.
Although that shot is just as crooked as the man. So
I'll do that all day long. If
Thanks,
I'm making
Greg.
a profit of more than 2 times, I'm in.
I love Waters just blowing up. It's great.
oh my goodness, yeah. Nestor set him off back there on something.
Oh, it's been a blast. No, they were just they're talking about how to make money at tournament, and Justin's like, yeah, if I can make 3 times my money, I'll bin.
Oh my goodness. You know, he's the type of guy that can go and win those tournaments for sure, especially scratch ones. Oh, Nestor's gonna throw a double. That's a pure double. Hey, Micah, take notes. That's how you throw a real strike.
I had a real double twice.
You did. You had a real double twice, and then you had 2 backdoor ones in a row. Nestor's thrown 2 real strikes in a row.
I take no pride in those.
No, but you'll take the pins anyways.
Yes.
We don't have the scores up, but Nestor just threw a big double. He's at 57 in a ball through 5. And is he going to go triple? No, he's not, unless he backdoors it like someone I know. But he is going to drop 6 on his first ball for a 26 box. All of a sudden, it's 63, and this string is anyone's game. As he's looking to fill his second one with a spare. He's got a clipped Cleary. He's going to throw a bad ball at it. He's going to get the 2 pin. Carry the 9 as well, but that's an 8 box. Or an 8 fill, apologies. For an 81. And he's going to go through the goalposts. A lot of field goals today from both bowlers, as it's an 8-box. 89 through 7.
Megan, party of 2, your lane is ready. That's Megan, party of 2, your lane is ready.
As Megan goes up to bowl on her lane, Jim Nestor comes up to bowl on his. And that's as ugly as it gets right there. That's parallel pins. A lot of nice wood on the deck, but the 5, 6, 9, 10 is never fun. I think he's going to play this piece of wood that's angled on the left side. Right on the red line, right? Yep. Oh, what a beautiful sweeping shot. Absolutely beautiful read. Look at this one. He's going to go right on the red line and just swivel it over and take everything. Pow. He knew that as soon as he let it go, that was going to be mixed.
The best part
99
about
in
that
the ball.
it's the worst lead you get without it being a split.
That's correct. I think it should still count as a split. I really do. Speaking of splits, here's another one. 7 fill for 106 after 8. But it's his old friend, the 2-4 and the 6. Hard shot right here. Just hit the pocket and see what happens. Oh, he's going to go outside, send it over off the wall and just behind. Oh, goodness gracious. Great bid from Nestor. Just won't carry. As he's going to pin out. No, he will not. That's a 9-box for a 115 through 9. And I can confirm that is the 9th box. He only has one more left.
Alex, party of 3, your lane is ready. That's Alex, party
We've been
of
having
3,
too much fun.
your
We're
lane
losing
is
track
ready.
of boxes.
Apparently, someone is. It's either us or them, or you guys.
I think the second one.
I think we lost track of one, and you guys may have lost track of another.
Yeah, when Justin adjusted my scores, the lane
He took away your spare, right? The 789 spare. Yeah. Waters is clearly in Nestor's corner. Oh man, putting a great bid on that tough first ball, but he's going to leave himself the 5-10 and an open. But he's still going to find himself in the 120s this string. Micah is nothing guaranteed to take this string. The match is just about sewn up. But Nestor's going to go open. Another field goal to end his day, as he's going to finish 123. And a 614 for Nestor. That's a great score. But Micah is about to blow that away with his half, provided he stays out of the gutter.
24 will get me total.
Yep.
And then
yeah, that's just about sewn up. But the string is the important thing. So Micah's most likely going to take at least 10 points here. And he has a good shot at 12 as well. He puts a couple of marks together. Let's see how many more doubles he has. Oh, speaking of double, that's 2 pins.
That is true.
Yep. Nice half Worcester to start. We haven't seen one of those in a little while. And we also haven't seen one made today. So Micah's going to give it a fair shot right here. And once again, Micah missing head pins and leaving only the head pin.
It was a
familiar sight. Yes, absolutely. You can still beat Nestor out for head pins in this string, though. He only had 6, and you have 3 so far. As you are making your singles now. Nice 10 bucks to put you at 77.
That was last night at Metro.
And Micah will need at least 1 mark in order to take this string. And once again off the head pin. This is a tough one right here. This is the 1, 2, 7, 10. Now, I don't know. I might go actually outside on the head pin. Try and send the ball over into the 10. But if you're nice and heavy in that pocket, you can blow it up. Oh, he's going to do a great ball. Oh, my goodness. But the head pin's going to be just a hair heavy and not quite carry all the way over into the 10.
Yep. That was frustrating.
Yep. He threw a good ball on it. Just didn't go. Ain't that the way? That was a hammer ball, too.
Really felt I had it. I mean, it was right in line. Everything was going there, but obviously just a bit too heavy.
Just a hair. Just millimeters at that point. We're talking millimeters. But a 10 box nonetheless. It's good pinning from Micah. Keep himself within a mark. And that's not a hammer, apparently. Sure looked like one. But he has a 8-pin left standing. All alone. That wood came off of it, so it's staring him right in the face. And he sees a single, and he says, I'm going to shoot the wood anyways, because I'm a dirty, dirty person. And he's going to pick up the spare. That's a good miss for Micah right there.
I was so worried about pulling that one. I'm like, if I'm going to miss, I'm
Yeah.
going to miss left.
I love it when you're allowed to do that. When you have so much wood on one side, you're just like, I want to hit this pin, but I'm not going over on that side. So Micah got his mark. He is going to fill it with 6, putting him at 103. He is going to need another mark to win this string. Total's long gone, by the way. Micah's got that sewn up. It's done. And oh, he's going to carry the diamond this time. It looked like the same ball where I was going to leave that back 9 pin, but it flew off the wall and carried this time. That's a big shot right there. More important that that one goes than the other one, I guess, right?
Absolutely.
He'll take it. Yeah, all day. As Micah needs to fill this decently and then pin out. And that is decent enough for sure. That is a 7 fill, which guarantees Micah the string. He will take 12 points off of Jim Nestor, as he is 127 thus far. Great match from both bowlers. As in the B, they both go over 600. And Nestor goes 613 and only comes out with 2 points. That is wild, as Micah makes the wood dance all around the head pin. Thankfully, it doesn't matter much except for average at this point. But Micah's already going to improve his already very high average.
Rick,
Not
party
by
of
missing
3,
this
your
string.
lane is ready. That's Rick, party of 3, your lane is
Some
ready.
useless singles and a 128 finish and 12 points. As Micah puts together a big performance, comes off a tough 3rd string and just throws fire in the 4th with a triple strike. Rare triple strike unless you're Timmy Douglas. And then some clutch bowling at the end to go 652 on his match.
Possibly higher if Justin really did screw me out of a spare there.
I think he did. I think you actually had a 116, so that should be a 660.
It's 2 points a string and 4 for total. You're absolutely right, Mike. All right, Duncan, if you want, I'll give you the whole list of the snips that I have if you want to go through and do some calls for them.
Yeah, let's do some highlights. That sounds like a great idea.
Let's see what the match was like.
Yeah, let's run it
Give
down.
me shit for my backdoor strikes again.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm already lining those up. But this is a great shot from Nestor right here. Blows that up, sends the wood flying over. It's always nice when the 5-7 goes. Even with wood or without wood, it doesn't matter. It's such an FU leave.
Yep.
As Nestor blows up the duck beautifully.
I tell you, man, they give you a duck, you got to hit the duck.
Yep. Micah, 2nd ball of the day. Just a perfect 2-pinner shot.
Followed up by a lemon drop.
Yep. Oh, this is Micah's perfect miss as he goes way wide, and thankfully the wood was wired and trips it up anyways.
I try to miss in the right direction.
Absolutely. This is a great shot right here as you plow it back and that wood sends it over. Picks up the 7.
Single pins, man. Naked single pins. They terrify me.
Yep. Well, they don't terrify Nestor. He's all over a lot of his today. Oh, here's another one. Just lines it up with that white cue ball and just bow. Never in doubt.
Beautiful.
Oh, this is a beautiful one. He's had an errant ball on his spare fill that we just saw. And then threw just a beautiful pocket shot. It was a little heavy, but it came roaring back for that pin. And this is Micah's first hammer of the day, and it was not his last. In fact, he's throwing another one immediately after. Next ball. Even better. Bow. all fall at once
That one
that time.
felt good. That really looked good too. Oh, the
It
slice.
looked good. That was beautiful.
This is beautiful.
This may have been one of the best shots of the day. Just a perfect textbook cut shot.
And he had such a tough string, but that was just gorgeous.
Absolutely. I think he filled that with. Did he fill that with a spread eagle or something like that? He carved something out. It wasn't pretty.
I think you're right.
Micah went hammer on that. Left a Starlight 5 on the fill and just boom. Never
Why
in
did I
doubt
pick
there.
up the
Blew it up.
diamonds like that?
I don't know. You only picked up 2 diamond variants, actually, I think.
I think I only
And
got one.
placed the 510 to perfection right there. It goes around that roadblock. Ooh, Micah makes a single pin.
And a 7.
Pow. Absolutely.
Yeah. Bowler side corner.
That's how you know you're on, is when you're making open 7 pins. That's hammer time. Started with a hammer, ended with a hammer, and then put a spare on it as well.
Pink.
Another single pin. Great finish on the string for 135.
And then this is just going to be 5 minutes straight.
Yeah, this is
Nestor.
This is the Jim Nestor show now as he starts his perfect box string. What a great start. That was an unbelievable shot. What a great start to a great string. And dink. It's not where he wanted it, I'm sure, but it's where it went. Oh, this was a beautiful shot, too.
I had a couple of these, and I just couldn't hit them right. But this was
perfect. He hit this one perfectly. Snapped it right into the 7. And then this one, too. Just bink.
Yep. It's exactly where you want to go. You knew you had to spin that wood to make it happen. Great ball.
Yep. Snapped it right over.
We interrupt the Jim Nestor show
for a hammer. Yep, Micah throwing hammers. That's what happened a lot. Oh, and this is a great one too. This is a wonderful read.
You just know it's going to go.
It's a great read from you, though. It really is. There's a big spare.
This
Nestor.
Guy can do it like
look at this! Unbelievable. Look at this. Boom.
Beautiful.
Somehow he even kept the 9-pin on the deck. And first strike of the day for Nestor after the weirdest box where he clipped out the horseman and then the other 3 and then the triangle.
And then 135 isn't good enough.
No, let's throw another hammer on top of that. Cleaned it up. You threw a lot of hammers. He may have thrown the best hammer of the day with that one.
Oh,
here's the spare that never was.
That was such a good one too.
It was
such
indeed.
A good spare.
Yep. But no, apparently doesn't count anymore, according to Justin Waters. Oh, this is a great shot too from Nestor. 189.
Starting off the 4th. Yeah.
Cleaned it up nicely.
It's better to pick them up on your second ball than on your first.
That's correct.
Right on the target.
Nestor blows it back. And the wood almost.
This is after his 151. Yep. He comes out and he drops hangs a 60 half with a ball.
Absolutely, another perfect half as well. 15 boxes in a row of perfection. Really impressive stuff.
I didn't choke one away.
Hey, yeah, that's the second duck you had, and you actually made that one. And then here's one hammer. Bow. Oh, wait, no, this isn't your triple. Yeah, that was a...
Nope. This was the first half.
That was a lone strike.
But it took a little bit of love.
Yep. And Nestor playing that wood to perfection right there.
Man, when you
catching it so the ball hits
slice 3 in a row like that, it's pretty.
Absolutely. Oh, here's one. Good night. And a little bit of ice.
Yep.
As Matt Taylor went to go fix it, Micah said, "Okay, whatever. Let's try it again." Boom. Cleans it up, and then some shenanigans happened.
No.
And yep, drops it. The horseman collapses. Micah knew it as soon as it started to fall that it was all going to go.
I just saw that
it up for a trip.
Just shameful.
Yep. Absolutely. Pins are pins.
And then
Nestor throws a real one,
but it was split between lanes.
Yep. So Nestor threw a real one right there. Micah cleaned this up for a duck, and then some more shenanigans, I believe, happened right here. Yep. And this one that fell a little faster, at least, than the other one, but it's still.
I throw so much of a forward ball that I do get that kind of crazy action from time to time.
That's true. I'm not one to talk. Charlie Collins knows. I got some backdoor shenanigans too.
Good.
But Nestor coming up on a strike. He needed the big half and started it in style with a double.
Oh, this is a great read too. That wood
Yeah.
was just queued up perfectly on
Absolutely.
the right side, and he just zoop.
And again,
Like,
if you're gonna miss
Yep, it's
where it's
greatness
safer.
right there.
Yep.
Absolutely, wood shooter right there,
And then this was
and he
the winner.
needed this one. Yep, he needed it, and oh yeah.
Well, Duncan, thank you
Duncan
for
didn't
hanging
want
out with me, man. I
it in.
appreciate it so much. And
Thank you so much for having me, Mike. I had a
for those of
blast.
you that were
I'm glad
here,
I was able to call this. I
absolutely.
had no idea what was going to happen, and
Yeah,
I'm glad that I was able to watch it for the first time with you and commentate real time.
I got to survive.
Everyone that came in and watched, thanks so much for joining us. Everyone that will watch in the future, thanks for watching. We appreciate you as well.
All right, guys. Have a
And
great night.
yeah, take it easy.
And Dunk, we can still yap away.
Yeah, of course.